You like smashing balls in space? So let's talk about it. C-Smash VRS fuses the best of racket sports, squash, tennis, racket, paddleball, and beyond into a cosmic, physical experience. Travel to a timeless space between past and future. Feel alive in the moment in mind, body, and play. Single or two players. Go to a transformative journey to the edge of space and time. Play a variety of online modes to players worldwide. Original tracks featuring DJ Kenichi, Res Infinite developer in Dialogue, The Cosmic is coming, Soccer 96. Your avatar's body and dynamic environments post to the beat and pure sensational. Built from the ground up by the VR pioneers, Wolf and Wood, and an international dream team of artists, designers, musicians, all committed to changing how a game can make you move, see, hear, and feel. Learn the basics in minutes before going on to master the power smash or special techniques. Transform your whole body to another universe. Feel alive in the moment in mind, body, and play. Imagine playing the ultimate sports game while feeling both stimulated and relaxed. With the best music and stunning visuals. A truly transformative experience. But with all the facts out of the game out of the way and dossing the game up like a salad with some dressing on it, let's really break down why you clicked on this video for my thoughts, impressions, and overall review. Starting now. C-Smash for me has super clear crystal visuals, but the game doesn't seem that much demanding. The performance is buttery smooth, except when there is a few frame drops during the short single player campaign, but I also think that was kind of intentional, like something that happens just due to the art form of what actually happens when that happens. I don't want to give out any spoilers. I'm just trying to mention it just for the curious. There was also some online lag when I played with random people in the online matches. However, it was very infrequent, and that could be chalked up due to poor connections on each person's end, and it didn't really impact gameplay too much when it did happen. That being said, the online portion of the game is where you're going to be spending most of your time, unless you like to run through the brief single player modes over and over again in a repetitive fashion. You can burn the game out quick if single player is the only way that you're going to play. I completed the single player portion in probably under 30 minutes, but I did have a blast playing through it. It's just not where all the fun is for the game. It is awesome, and it helps you understand the mechanics of the game, and it does include a boss fight, and if you know me, I love boss fights. But in terms of gameplay, there's not much here for the single player Andy. That being said, the devs went on record bunch of times, and most recently, saying that there's more content coming for single player and multiplayer, so also take that in for consideration. As it currently stands, you can now experience everything in the game that it has to offer in roughly about an hour to an hour and a half. And I have all my gameplay footage of it in my first look under the live section on my channel, in case you're curious to see like my real thoughts and impressions before the review in the actual live format while I played and tested out. I also want to say that I didn't really have any issues finding people online. And this is where we're going to get into where you're going to get more out of the game. You're going to get more out of the game by focusing mostly on multiplayer, and that's where the game shines. Dancing around your opponents, gloating, showing off moves, and just playing with them adds way more immersion, game value, and actual funness. And it's just overall fun in itself to just dance around while you try to beat your opponent, or just seeing them move around and playing the game, as you can see their gestures and they can see your gestures. The online population as it currently stands is pretty healthy. Like I mentioned before, I had no issues finding people to play the game. Now let's get into the gameplay loop real quick, because the gameplay loop is fun. There's not much there for feedback. You get a little click sound when you do hit the ball, and it's a little quirky in areas where I feel visually I hit the ball, but it never registered that I hit it, and it does happen pretty often. Now I don't know if I'm just trash or if that is an actual bug, but speaking of that, there's another thing that I don't like personally, and you can't really tell on the TV or just watching somebody play. You actually have to have the game in your eyeballs and the headset on your face. It is the ball trail. There's like a little trail that drags along as the ball is flung at you, especially during power smashes and the technique special smash or maxing it out. It's really hard to follow along, and it does take a little bit of adjusting with your eyeballs to find out how to avoid the trail and actually hit the ball. So that's pretty much the one thing that I didn't really like. Other than that, it's just short on the single player, and multiplayer is where it's at. Overall, my thoughts on Sea Smash VR is it's a very solid game that just needs a tad bit more content to become a great one. We here at NGI give Sea Smash VR on the PSVR2 a 7 out of 10. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest in gaming tech news and reviews. Smash that like, and as always, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. God bless and peace.
I wanna pop tart.